Let's open the book on this. Today in Hong Kong, the city is poised for a bold move against flavored tobacco. I'm Leah.
And I'm Garrett.
Welcome to Laid Back Local, the news of the day with Leah and Garrett reporting from Hong Kong. First up, Hong Kong's Secretary for Health, Lo Chung-Mao, who is the city's top health official, says the next phase of tobacco control will target flavored products, especially those tied to e-cigarettes. The aim is to protect young people. He's called these products a poisoned chalice, meaning they look attractive but carry hidden harm. Why the focus? Flavors like menthol, which is a minty cooling additive, or sweeteners can mask tobacco's harsh taste, which makes starting feel easier, especially for teens. About 70% of young people's first nicotine experience comes from flavored cigarettes, and that's a big red flag for health officials. The city already tightened rules on alternative smoking products on April 30th. Vapes and e-cigarettes are now illegal in public spaces, and the move on flavors would close another on-ramp to nicotine that targets youth.
Yeah, that checks out. 70% of first nicotine experiences come from flavored cigarettes. That's pretty startling. If the taste is disguised, it's like putting training wheels on a habit you don't want. Not gonna lie, I'm down for rules that make that path harder to find in the first place. But why flavors specifically and not just stronger age checks?
Great question. Flavors are the hook. Stronger age checks help, totally, but flavors widen the net by making nicotine feel less intimidating. Public health folks see flavors as a gateway. Remove the hook and fewer kids take that first step. This is about cutting off access and appeal at the same time.
All right, let's roll on. Next up, Hong Kong's emergency alert system is getting faster. The activation time to push citywide warnings drops from 1 hour to 15 minutes, which is a big cut. The system, which cost about 150 million Hong Kong dollars to build, can now target specific districts. Think of district targeting like geotagging. It lets alerts reach just the areas that need them faster. The change follows a hearing into the Wong Fuk Court fire, which highlighted delays in warning residents. For context, the alert system was set up in 2020, and get this, it's only been used once, in 2022, to announce Queen Elizabeth Hospital would serve as a COVID facility. Security Chief Chris Tang, the city's top official for safety and policing, said the system was originally designed for things like earthquakes and tsunamis. He didn't spell out which other incidents would trigger alerts going forward. Bottom line, quicker alerts and district targeting should improve public safety in bad weather, fires, or sudden hazards.
That's fascinating. Used only once before? No way. 15 minutes versus an hour matters. In any emergency, minutes are life. Faster alerts can help people avoid dangerous roads, shelter in place sooner, or clear an area before a situation escalates. And I like the district focus. It's precision over panic. Tell the right people at the right time. Next up, cross-border driving just got a long runway. Mainland authorities are extending the northbound travel for Hong Kong vehicles scheme to June 2031. This lets eligible private car owners from Hong Kong drive into Guangdong province via the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge, the long sea crossing that links our city with Zhuhai and Macau, without needing a mainland number plate or a dual plate permit. A dual plate is the usual system where your car carries both Hong Kong and mainland plates. Skipping that cuts paperwork. Under the scheme, a car can stay up to 30 consecutive days per trip, capped at 180 days a year. Launched June 2023, it was meant to run 3 years. Now it will run for 5 more. For families, small businesses, and weekend explorers, this means simpler trips, fewer admin hurdles, and stronger everyday ties with Guangdong.
That kind of blew my mind. No mainland number plate needed. That's a real simplifier. I could get behind that for spontaneous road trips. Plus, crossing the bridge straight into the Bay Area hubs really stitches our region closer together. It's practical integration you can feel from the driver's seat. Let's keep it moving. Beijing is set to release details by mid-June on a policy that makes it easier for Hong Kong-registered yachts to berth at designated mainland ports in the Greater Bay Area. Quick definition. The Greater Bay Area is a development plan linking 9 Guangdong cities with Hong Kong and Macau for deeper economic and travel ties. One named port is Nansha in Guangzhou. The new policy removes the need for customs guarantees, which are like deposits or bonds you post to cover potential duties, and it streamlines registration. There's also a temporary ship nationality registration policy. In plain terms, a flexible registration status that eases formalities when a yacht moves between jurisdictions. The goal is to cut costs and red tape for owners and encourage more cross-border sailing, tourism, and marine services across the bay.
Here's where it gets really interesting. That temporary ship nationality piece is a smart lever. Making the paperwork lighter can unlock a whole microeconomy of marina services, maintenance, and hospitality. And with Nansha right there in Guangzhou, owners get a practical first stop across the border. If the logistics feel smooth, integration follows. And speaking of cross-border ties, last up, travel trend alert. More Hong Kongers are heading to Central Asia, drawn by the mystique and growing business ties between mainland China and the region. We're talking places like Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan. Travel agencies here say interest has climbed over the past 2+ years. Miramar Travel, a local tour operator, has been running 8 to 10 tours a year with around 20 people each, and they're teaming up with people from mainland China who now live in Central Asia to design off-the-beaten-path routes. Think Kolsai Lakes, alpine lakes, big skies, very photogenic. And the recent visit by Chief Executive John Lee Ka-chiu to Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan is expected to give the trend another push. When the business corridor opens up, tourism usually follows. Familiarity grows, visas and logistics get clearer, and word of mouth does the rest.
Totally. It's wild how that works out. Central Asia keeps this air of mystery, yet it's getting familiar to folks here because of those deeper ties. You get culture, landscapes, and a feeling of discovery without the usual crowds. That's a solid point about local partners, too. When guides know the terrain and the language, you get the real story, not just the postcard view.
Thanks for tuning in to Laid Back Local, the news of the day with Leah and Garrett in Hong Kong.
Have a great day, and join us tomorrow for more news.